All right, so after Biden and Kamala's completely botched Afghan withdrawal, the U.S. government brought in nearly 80,000 largely unvetted Afghan refugees in 2021 alone. The same people in charge promised us that this was, somehow a good thing, despite every American with like half a brain thinking this was an absolutely horrific idea. Democrats called people like me crazy, stupid, xenophobic, whatever else under the sun. Well, what if I told you one of these guys was just charged and arrested by the Justice Department for conspiring to attempt to provide support to ISIS by plotting an election day massacre? This 27-year-old guy came here in 2021 on a special immigrant visa with his wife and children and lives in Oklahoma City. And he was prepared. He liquidated his family's assets, he relocated them back overseas, and was stockpiling firearms and ammo. Vickie Paladino, New York City Councilwoman and retired Brigadier General, Blaine Holt, U.S. Air Force, obviously deputy military rep to NATO as well. All right, General, you and we were on this show from day one being like, hey, guys, this is a really stupid idea.
Yes, we were. And here we are. They didn't vet the right people. We wanted the Afghans who stood by us, protected us, and defended us home with us. And I'm still trying to get Afghans out as you and I are having this conversation right now. But none of this is adding up at all, Carl. Here's why. Karine Jean-Pierre was asked today in D.C., well, wasn't this guy a guard for the CIA? She clammed up immediately and said, I can't speak to an ongoing investigation. Here's another problem. They're saying he has ties to ISIS. Really? So he bought tickets to go back to Afghanistan for his family. Guess what happens to ISIS people who go to Afghanistan? They're executed on site. Why? Because Al-Qaeda and the Taliban have taken back over, and ISIS is not welcome there. So the government really does need to get its story straight about who this guy is, what his intentions are, and then if they have a case, make it. But what we want is information, because this is just a snowflake on the tip of the iceberg about what danger we see on Main Street because of the border czar.
This is just what our incompetent government actually caught. But, Vickie, illegal immigration, look, you're here in New York, you see this every day, has skyrocketed in swing states since 2021. Taxpayers paying the brunt of it. It's gone up by over 400% in Georgia, 700% in Michigan. These are huge numbers. New York is just out of control.
Yes. And to your point, the way you started the show off was that this was a plan. They knew that if they opened up the borders and they could manage to get these people into these important states, that they can in some way control what's going on. And again, to your point, being called names, conspiracy theorists. Xenophobic. Any name under the sun to make us look what now they're calling really a weak word, weird. This is, we are all sick and tired of this now. Yeah. There is such clarity. Now, to all those people who suffered with the hurricanes that just hit, what that did, in my opinion, and my prayers and hearts goes out to all of them, but that gave Kamala Harris a stage, a world stage, to see and show the American people how she is going to be a failure. So not only is she a failure at the border and everybody crossing over at 500%, 400%, 753% more illegals in Arizona alone, that is showing everybody crystal clear clarity that she is incapable of doing any kind of job.